future can't wait.
All right, welcome to the deep dive. You guys really went all out this time, giving us a ton to dig into, from serious crypto projects to, well, let's just say internet sensations.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So today we're diving deep, cutting through the hype to help you understand what really matters.
Right, and I think this collection is a perfect snapshot of where things are in crypto right now. You have these projects building real infrastructure, tackling these big problems, and then you have these others that are, well, they're fueled by the internet, basically, online culture. It's a key difference, and that's what we'll be looking at today.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's jump right in with Arbitrum, ARB. It's an Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solution, but what does that actually mean, like, practically, for someone just trying to understand it?
Sure. So think of it this way. Arbitrum's main goal is to address the congestion issues and the high fees on Ethereum. It's like adding those express lanes to a super crowded highway.
I like that analogy.
It processes transactions separately, then submits a summary back to the main chain, and this makes things much faster and cheaper.
Gotcha.
Now, the optimistic part of optimistic rollups means it assumes transactions are valid unless someone flags a problem. So you have this challenge period where transactions can be disputed.
Oh, interesting.
It's about speed, but there is that slight chance of delay, which is something to keep in mind when you're comparing different Layer 2 solutions.
Right. So it's all about making Ethereum better, basically.
Yeah, exactly. More efficient for daily use.
And the ARB token gives holders a say in the project's future, right?
Yeah, that's right. The ARB token lets the community participate in governance. It's a way to distribute control, which is pretty common in decentralized projects.
Makes sense. Our sources call Arbitrum legitimate, because it's addressing this real problem and it's being adopted more and more.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's not the only one in the Layer 2 space. We also see Polygon and Optimism out there, so how does Arbitrum stack up against those?
That's a key point. The Layer 2 space is pretty competitive. Now, Arbitrum has strong developer support, good compatibility with Ethereum's existing tools, but it's important to remember all of these Layer 2 solutions depend on Ethereum itself.
If Ethereum fails, they all fail.
Basically, yeah. If Ethereum struggles, its Layer 2 ecosystem will feel it too. And how intense this L2 competition gets will really shape things in the long run.
So looking ahead to 2025, the prediction for ARB is $5 to $10, but that hinges on Ethereum scaling successfully and fending off the competition. So it sounds like if you're interested in projects tackling a major problem, Arbitrum is one to watch. Now let's shift gears completely and talk about meme coins. Starting with PEPE, PEPE, based on the frog meme, launched in 2023 as an ERC20 token, and our source is blunt. No utility beyond community hype.
Yeah, that's about right.
And just to clarify, being an ERC20 token means it's on the Ethereum blockchain, so it's compatible with lots of wallets and apps in that ecosystem.
Exactly. But PPE really is all about a certain part of the internet finding it funny and rallying around it.
So it's purely speculative.
Yeah, according to our source, its value is purely speculative.
Okay. Let's start with the positives, I guess. It seems like that viral appeal can lead to really fast price increases, and that low entry price is attractive to a lot of people.
It is, yeah.
And plus the meme culture is strong.
Right. All of that contributes to those short-term price pumps we see with meme coins.
People are just trying to catch the wave.
Pretty much.
But the downsides are, well, a lot. No utility, no development roadmap, extreme volatility, risk of pump and dumps, and a massive token supply that probably makes real long-term growth very difficult.
Right. All those are classic red flags you see with meme coins. And without that fundamental value, it's really just sentiment and speculation driving the price, which can disappear overnight.
And with so many tokens out there, even a small price increase per token requires a crazy amount of money flowing in.
Exactly.
And looking ahead to 2025, PEPE is predicted to hit $0.000001 to $0.000002, but only during those big hype cycles.
It's tough to say.
And it's unlikely to hold any real value. So PPP is basically a high-risk gamble in the digital world.
It is.
Now let's move on to the OG meme coin, Dogecoin, DOGE. Launched as a joke in 2013, it's gained a lot of traction, especially with Elon Musk behind it.
Yeah, Dogecoin's story is kind of amazing. What started as a lighthearted thing turned into this major player in the crypto world.
Because of the community and Elon Musk.
To a large extent, yeah. I mean, it has a dedicated community, and then those endorsements from people like Elon Musk have really pushed it forward.
Yeah.
And yeah, like PPE, its value is mostly speculative with not a lot of real-world use.
Right, but the good things are that huge community and the celebrity support, low transaction fees, and, it's popular with everyday people.
That's all true. That community is super important for Dogecoin. It creates a lot of hype, and that keeps people interested. And the low fees make it easy to use for small, casual
But
transactions.
not really for anything serious.
Well, its use for anything beyond that is still pretty limited.
Okay, so what are the downsides then?
Well, it has an infinite token supply, so there's no scarcity to drive up the price. It depends on hype more than technology, and there's not a lot of development happening.
So like with PEP, the unlimited supply is a big problem.
Yes, it makes long-term price growth difficult.
And the community, while strong, can't make up for the lack of development.
Right. It needs more than just hype to really compete with other blockchains.
So Dogecoin is at the mercy of social media and people like Elon Musk.
Basically.
And the 2025 prediction for DOGE is 50 cents to $1. But that depends heavily on, you guessed it, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Our source calls it a gamble. So community and celebrity endorsements can be powerful, but they're not the same as a solid technology.
Right, exactly.
Now let's talk about Trump. Our source thinks it's a meme coin related to Donald Trump. It doesn't seem to do anything other than try to capitalize on political hype.
Yeah, politically themed meme coins are even more speculative. They're basically tied to whatever's happening in the news and how people feel about a certain politician. There's usually no technology or community behind them.
Just hype.
Yep.
So they're not very legitimate.
I'd say that's putting it lightly.
But on the plus side, the political buzz can mean quick gains. And they're usually cheap to buy in.
That's true. People are looking to make a quick profit off of a temporary spike in interest. The low barrier to entry makes it easy for anyone to get involved.
But there are also a lot of negatives.
Yeah.
No utility, no staying power, very volatile, and likely a pump and dump scheme.
Yeah, those are all hallmarks of hype-driven assets. When the excitement dies down, there's nothing to support the price, and people who buy in late can lose a lot of money.
It's predicted to have minimal value in 2025 unless it somehow gets attached to a real project, which seems unlikely.
Right.
Our source thinks it will probably just disappear. So yeah, these hype-based coins can be really short-lived.
Definitely.
Let's move into the Solana ecosystem now. First up is BONK, a meme coin launched in 2022. It's inspired by Dogecoin but lives on the Solana blockchain.
Right. BONK is a good example of how meme coins have taken off on Solana. I mean, Solana is known for fast transactions and low fees compared to Ethereum.
Makes sense.
And like other meme coins, it got popular because of the community and those airdrops given to Solana users.
Okay, so what's good about it?
Well, the Solana network is fast and cheap, which makes it a good place for these community-driven projects.
Right.
And the airdrops helped get the token out there and get people interested.
But it's still just a speculative token with its value driven by the community, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And the downsides.
The same as many others. No utility, massive supply, and it depends on internet trends, which are constantly changing.
So its future depends on keeping the community interested, which is hard to predict.
Exactly. And all those tokens in circulation make big price increases unlikely.
And the 2025 prediction.
0.000005 to $0.000001.
But that's only during those times when the market is hot.
Right. It's mainly seen as a short-term play.
So even with Solana's speed, the basic meme coin risks are still there.
Absolutely.
Next up on Solana is Dogwifat, W-I-F. It came out in 2023, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a dog with a hat.
Yeah, Dog with Hat is a classic example of how meme coins are often completely random and internet-driven.
Just a silly image that went viral.
Right. It caught on with a certain online community, and that's why its price shot up so much.
So it's another one that's purely a meme coin.
Yeah, no really utility.
What are the positives, though?
Well, it's a viral meme, and Solana has low transaction fees, plus there's a lot of buzz around it.
So the meme helped it go viral, the low fees made it easy to trade, and people are talking about it. So what's bad about it?
Well, it has no utility, it's very volatile, and it could just be a fad that fades away.
Just like any internet trend.
Exactly. If people lose interest, the price will plummet.
The prediction for 2025 is $1 to $2, but only if we see a bull market.
Yeah, and even then it probably won't last.
That's the problem with hype-driven assets. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Another Solana coin is POPCAT, also from 2023. It's based on the POPCAT meme.
Ah, yes, the cat clicking its tongue. That meme was everywhere.
And the coin is trying to ride that wave.
Basically.
So what's good about it?
Well, it's a very recognizable meme, so lots of people already know about it. And Solana is fast and cheap to trade on.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so it has a built-in audience, and the network supports that kind of meme coin trading really well.
But like the others, it's just a speculative asset.
Right. No real-world use.
And the downsides.
The usual suspects. No utility, prone to pump and dumps, short lifespan.
Okay, so it could blow up, but probably won't last long.
That's usually how it goes with these meme coins. You get a quick price surge and then it crashes as people move on.
The 2025 forecast is 50 cents to $1, but only during another meme coin frenzy.
Yeah, it's a short-term thing.
It seems like the same story over and over with these meme-based tokens.
It does, yeah.
Now let's talk about a newer meme coin on Solana, Peanut the Squirrel, PNUT. It probably came about because of that viral squirrel story from 2024.
Yeah, that makes sense. Meme coins pop up so quickly, especially on Solana. It's easy to create them and start trading them.
And this one's no different.
Nope, just pure hype, no real substance.
So it's new, it's on Solana, and it could go viral.
Exactly.
But it's also super risky, completely unproven, and of course, no utility.
Yeah, it's a big gamble. It's so new, there's no track record, no real community, and who knows how long that squirrel meme will stay popular.
So the 2025 prediction.
It could hit $1 to $3 if it really blows up, but then it will probably fade away quickly.
It's relying on that short-term internet attention.
That's all it has.
Moving on, we have Pudgy Penguins, PNGU. It started as an NFT project, but now it also has a token on Ethereum or Solana, all based around those cute penguins.
Right. Pudgy Penguins is kind of bridging the gap between NFTs and those regular tokens. They've already built a good brand and a community around those penguin characters.
So they're not starting from scratch like some of these other coins.
Definitely not.
So the token is supposed to be another way for people to engage with the project.
Right. It could add some utility to that whole penguin-themed ecosystem.
So what's good about it?
Well, it has that strong brand recognition and active community, and there's potential for merchandise and other things.
It seems like a more solid bet than just a random meme coin.
Yeah, the brand and the community give it a good foundation. If the token can be used within the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem in a meaningful way, it could do well in the long term.
But what are the downsides?
Well, the NFT market is very volatile, so PENGU's price could be affected by that. The token might not have that many uses, and its appeal is probably limited to people who already like the NFTs.
Right.
Yeah, so its success really depends on whether the token has real utility. If there's no good reason to use it, people won't buy it.
So the 2025 prediction.
50 cents to $1?
But that's if the NFT market recovers.
Right. It's still speculative.
So it's a bet on NFTs and the Pudgy Penguins brand, basically.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, let's look at some more established projects. First, Ethereum Classic, ETC. It's the original Ethereum chain that stuck around after that DAO hack in 2016. It's committed to proof of work and the idea that the blockchain should be immutable. And for those who don't know, proof of work means it relies on computing power for security, which is different from proof of stake, which uses stake tokens.
Right. Ethereum Classic is kind of like a fork in the road for Ethereum. There was this big debate after that DAO hack about whether to change the blockchain to get back the lost money. Ethereum Classic is the original chain, the one that didn't change. It's about sticking to the code no matter what and making sure history can't be altered.
So it's immutable.
Exactly.
Okay.
Once a transaction is on the Ethereum Classic blockchain, it's there forever.
No going back.
Nope. That appeals to a lot of people who believe in a truly censorship-resistant and permanent system.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So ETC is considered legitimate, but it's not as big as the main Ethereum network.
Definitely not.
But it has its advantages. It follows that proof of work philosophy, it has an immutable ledger, and it's cheaper than ETH.
Yeah, that's all true. For people who like the original idea of an unchanging blockchain and prefer proof of work, Ethereum Classic makes sense. And that lower price makes it easier for people to get in.
But what are the downsides?
Oh, yeah. Tezos is interesting. It was one of the first to really focus on letting the community govern the blockchain and upgrade it without needing those hard forks.
So it can change and adapt more easily.
Exactly. It's more flexible. And the fact that companies like Ubisoft are using it shows it has real-world uses.
It's not just hype.
No, definitely not.
And it's considered legitimate because of that real-world adoption.
Right.
So what are the pros of Tezos?
Well, it has that self-governance system, which avoids those messy network splits. It uses proof of stake, which is better for the environment.
And it uses formal verification for its smart contracts.
Yes. That means those smart contracts are more likely to be secure and work as intended.
Sounds good. So what are the cons?
Well, it's not growing as fast as some of the bigger blockchains like Ethereum and Solana. And of course, there's a lot of competition out there.
Right. Everyone wants to be the best.
Exactly. And maybe they haven't been as good at marketing themselves.
So what's the prediction for 2025?
$3 to $5.
But only if those niche applications continue to grow.
Yeah, it's kind of an underdog.
but it's doing things differently.
It is.
Now, before we finish up, our source has a few important things to keep in mind.
Okay.
Just because a cryptocurrency is called legitimate, meaning it works as intended, doesn't mean it's a good investment.
Right, especially with meme coins.
Exactly. Those meme coins might be real, but they don't have any real value.
It's an important distinction. Legitimate just means the technology works. It says nothing about whether the coin is actually worth anything or if it will succeed.
And any buy or sell talk is not financial advice. You should always do your own research before investing in anything.
Absolutely. The crypto market is unpredictable, and what looks good on paper might not actually be a good opportunity. You need to be careful.
And all these long-term price predictions assume the market will keep going up. If things change, those prices could be a lot lower.
Yeah, the crypto market is affected by a lot of things, like regulations and the economy, and it can change quickly.
So, to wrap things up, the cryptocurrency world is diverse and risky. We have projects like Arbitrum and Tesos trying to solve real problems. And then there's the meme coin phenomenon, driven by internet trends. Coins like PPE, DOGE, BOAC, and all the new ones coming out.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Some people are focused on building technology that matters, and others are just riding the wave of online hype.
And the risks and rewards are different for each type of project.
Absolutely.
So understand what you're getting into.
For sure.
So our final thought for you is this. What does the popularity of meme coins say about how we view community, culture, and value online?
Interesting question.
And how could those layer 2 scaling solutions change the future of the internet, not just finance?
Those are big questions.
They are.
Yeah.
The world of crypto is definitely worth exploring.
No doubt.
So keep learning and stay informed.
Absolutely.
If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, follow for more updates, and don't forget to sign up for the exclusive bonuses down below.
Listen up, traders, it's your lucky day. Quick gains insights is here to stay. Subscribe now, come join the fray. Financial wisdom will light your way. Join Quick Gains Insights today. Like this video, pave the way. Sign up in the description, without delay. 4,000 free insights today. Let this video pave the way. Sign up in the description without delay. 4,000 free, let's slay.